Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawning on the north side as the green French, we have LaSh. Spawning on the bottom right side as the blue Rus, we have Sensei. Usually as part of our mentioned economic benefits, but since it's a water map, let's first take a look and see what this model map. If you look at the mini map, these islands are awfully square, with two little small squares, little inlets. There's some trade posts here. So if you put a docks over the trade over here, the value won't honestly be that great, honestly. It'll go and probably go like this as well. So if you want to make it go along the back side, you may need to put it in this inlet there. Maybe this is what, no, I was thinking maybe that's what that inlet's meant for, but probably not. By the way, when it comes to early economic benefits, the Rus, in my opinion, do have one of the stronger navies in the game. Thanks to the fact that they usually go for the Kremlin or extra wood drop-off. In this case, in the Empire of War, you start off a wooden fortress. You have a massive wood boom, and now he's going for the Golden Gate. He's going to have a massive spike of wood, so he's going to quickly claim a lot of navy, a lot of water. He's pushing forward with a Lord transport ship, not a fishing ship. Because you can quickly push forward with your fishing ships as well, and be hyper-aggressive and transform multiple fishing ships on the front line. But since this is Empire Wars, it also makes it so you don't start out with any fishing ships. It's kill off the deer down there. The deer over here have not been killed off. Out of curiosity as well, let's see. Not that button. I was going to switch over to the Rus player, see how many trade bounties he got. He has enough for tier 1. I think Empire Wars make you start off with 100, which makes his villagers collect gold a little bit, or food a little bit better, and get slight benefits in coin. But that's really not important in a, what's it called, in water maps. Because you can mostly rely on fishing boats for your food. But I could easily see the Rus player really spiking ahead. The French do have faster villager production. Did they get faster villager or boat production? 25 seconds versus... Hey, Loidas are... Loidas actually train pretty quick, don't they? 38 seconds versus regular fishing boats, 25 seconds. They're usually like double fishing ships, but they do produce faster than double the cost. A couple fishies being collected up there, very nice. We got a massive number of villagers onto the wood drop-off. Now, besides going for a small amount of gold, he's eyeing for I guess we squeeze out as many fishing boats as he can. Both sides have gone for arrow ship, like this was a transformed ship. Great dodges there. Looks like green has pulled out ahead. 202 versus 239. Took a bit of a hit there. More health down there. They're really microing these ships. Great dodges there. Green took a small hit there. Blue took both sides taking small hits. 162 versus 202. 290 versus 212. Green could push his way forward to go for the kill because it's hard to dodge close range shots. And good dodges there. Get some good damage. Blue is trying to fall back there. Does pull back in time. Just fall back to a dock. Get some health regen over time. Don't really have to focus and get healed up. He could actually throw in the corner and turn into a fishing boat, because remember, Rus ships do not require a food drop-off location to drop off the food. More fishing boats. Both sides have gone for one arrow ship and not pulling out any additional boats or combat ships at the moment. The French player has a massive amount of wood. He could go for a third, maybe fourth dock at the moment. Yeah, that's way too much wood. The Rus player is doing better with his wood consumption. Both players have... Yeah, the Rus player will have more wood drop-off thanks to the wooden fortress by a long shot. Now, do you have the Abbey Trinity being blown out there? That's sort of interesting. I would assume the high trade house would be a bit better for a bit of gold generation. But this will, of course, give him a structure so quickly get out some warrior monks. He does have a transport ship somewhere, doesn't he? Or did he transform that into that arrow ship? Maybe that. Oh yeah, it is cheaper, 100 wood. Multiple arrow slits now being researched for green at the docks. And now blue has the age up. Green is far from it. Yeah, blue's taking quite early age advantage. And he is also going for his advanced naval technology as well. He could throw all of his fishing boats. He just got the no additional cost for transforms. He's going for a whole bunch of load up galleys. Oh, there's just one. Does get some good shore bomb on there. He will take a good number of villagers. So, and this final engagement will come down to this. Blue will have a massive number of fishing or arrow ships here. He has more than plenty to overwhelm the dock, though he's taking some hits there. If he still has one fishing boat, so he can perhaps go ahead and get some of these guys repaired on up. All arrow ships has one springboard ship there, so fire ships will not be effective. Got the advanced food, more food collection there. We got a Gallus here. Wait, the French has a unique ship. I did not know that. Gallus, horde of a powerful mounted bombard, long range attack, anti-structure attack. But look at that damage. Another reason why he doesn't have the +1. Oh no, he does have the plus pierce damage. So these guys are doing massive damage there thanks to the extra range damage. And that does translate to ships. So each one of these ships is doing 8 times 6. So they have potential to do 48 damage per volley each. However, Pierce Armor does resist it, but that simply was not enough Pierce Armor. Gallus has a 138 range tile attack, relatively slow attack speed. This does not seem that useful, honestly. 8 range. For sure, 130 is quite nice, but 8 range that, with that pretty slow movement speed, it actually doesn't seem that useful to me. It's also incredibly expensive. A regular archer ship is 300 health, in which this will take 3 shots to take out a archer ship, which may seem like, oh, that's pretty good, but it does cost also 3. No. This is 240. This is 660. Almost 3 times the cost. And I'm pretty sure that these archer ships, when they're not even fully kitted out, would have higher DPS in them. There are a good number of these Gallus now pulling a field. They don't have a lot of pierce armor as well, so they're actually relatively vulnerable to archer ships. Springboard ships only do bonus damage versus archer ships as well, so springboard ships won't actually necessarily be good. I think our arrow ships are definitely the better call in this situation as well. They do have a decent amount of bulk to these guys. So he is fighting against also defensive placements here. There's a good number of these Gallus here. Because the archer ships have sort of failed a little bit. Now he's going for his Imperial Age. The French did go for probably the Guild Hall, right? Yep, he has gone for Guild Hall. He's going for gold as well. There are lots of gold on this map. We've got 2 deposits 8,000, 1 deposit 4,000, all right next to each other for the French. The Rus was a little bit spread out. Some of it is able to hit by a shore bombardment. Maybe go for the Sprit Scout Tower there would have been better. The Sprit Scout Tower is being pulled out right here, which is the H keep landmark. He decides to cancel it, rebuild it. He did go to Abbey Trinity. He does have a War Monks on the field, and whatever should be brought these guys over here could be used to pick up some relics as well. These guys only have 8 range, which means this keep will be able to at least keep this can match the same range with its arrows. Right now with this 2 pierce armor, these okay, these galley ships, here's an archer ship. I just noticed some of these archer ships don't actually have bonus damage for some odd reason. Weird. based on evolving the transform mechanic, bugged out some of these Roost ships, because some of them didn't actually have the increased damage. Looks like these Gallus are actually doing much more reasonably well than I thought. Granted, they are here in good numbers. They're also not very fast. They do 130 flat damage as well, so they should be decent versus fire ships as well. So yeah, I made a mistake about the Gallus ships. But we do have the Spritska Tower, which is fully kitted out. So the cannon placement and the spring gauntlet placement will both be effective if he gets these guys into range. And in these small number of engagements, these Gallus has been doing quite well. But now the Spritska Tower is not firing away. These Gallus ships will get required by it. You have to use bombard ships to engage keeps. Now all 6 sites have been captured by Blue, which... Wait a second. Blue read the map better than I did. Look, there's 2 sacred sites on this keep, on this island. In which... This is all he has to defend for the sacred site sacred site victory. He can let his infrastructure die here. If he deploys enough keeps in this region, he should be fine. We're going to see warships. We're now seeing naval long guns, which increases damage. Let's see, increases damage of naval cannons by 50%. Not bad. It probably also applies to the swivel cannon as well. The Karax will probably work a little bit better. They are anti-structural specialists. This is anti-structure as well. I think warships would do better. Great damage on the villagers, that's for sure. And his opponents simply can't go fire ships engage archer ships, that's for sure. We do have the fire arrow technology, does get increased health. Oh, apparently the Roost has additional technology of... Oh, it's also not listed as a unique. Mounted guns. Replace spring gold ship's weaponry with cannons by greater range and damage. Do they add more naval technology to this game in the most recent patch? I haven't played the game in the most recent patch, let alone any naval maps. You have a Karak here. They do have more health than these Oh, no, they do have the same health as the Gallus. Karak's Alphas have much greater pierce armor, so they can withstand the arrow fire from keeps better. They do have 9 tower range, which generally outrange arrows, but those towers do have the spring gold and cannon placement. And now the TIE Barn, which will give the Roost player some good amount of stone and other income. Advancing forward, he does have force fire arrows, so these ships will be set ablaze. Very good. And luckily they have high scatter, which can hit other ships as well. Oh, apparently these Galluses can't be left set ablaze. That may be actually a bug there. Either way, these guys have very low pierce armor, so archer ships are a decent counter for them. Oh, this Karak also didn't take a lot of damage as well. It may have been the influence of a nearby dock, though. Multiple Karax being flown in the field. He still has this keep here. He's also going for this keep. He could... Here's a stupid idea as well. Not only his opponent has to clear out these keeps, but they also need to use land units to decapture these points. The Roost player could try throwing down a couple battering rams here to help protect the sacred sites. Additionally, spring golds, land-based spring golds are the counter to ships, and they do outrange all ships except for their upgrades. They can get the 12 range, which I don't think any ship can match that range. So going for a siege workshop and deploying out some spring golds, I believe it would be a good idea. Looks like the French plays eyeing for his own archer ships now. These Karax do a broadside 52 times 3 at 9 tower range. We got some loaded demolition ships, which they do bonus damage versus broadside units, which actually these Galluses are not classed as a broadside because they, or probably not classed as broadside because they don't have broadside cannons. They have a hull mounted cannon. What's the all hull mounted? forward facing. Let's go with that. Gotta keep going on up. Got 5 minutes remaining before the sacred site to victory. And he actually did go for regular bombards. I would say it does do bonus range for ships. Has 12 range. And maybe still better go for spring gold since they do have. They can get, of course, get the 12 range instead. Of course, those bombards do put some pretty big holes. That's when light the Karak ablaze and falls back. Now got a massive number of fire ships here. I generally cannot tell you how this fight's going to go. Fire ships do take a pretty good volley there. A couple of the fire ships are going down. A couple hits there. A couple of the galley ships here for the French players going to go down. Fire ships are not advancing all the way forward. Get some good hits there. I'll see if I can't find an adversary replays. I'm currently just casting replays, not actually playing myself. Now, those fire ships did draw a lot of fire. I can't tell you if that was cost-effective engagement. Right now, Bruce has more than twice the army value than his opponent. Another players are pop capped. Chips are pretty cost efficient in population. They're expensive. I'm casting replays. Abbasid's been the meta for quite some time. They've been very powerful for most of the game. We do have now another keep going on up. Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't played in a bit of time. I mostly just cast games nowadays. Been playing quite a rim world lately. Haven't played in this recent patch. So now, let's set up a blaze there. Fire ships are in the back line. They're having trouble getting the front line. And especially to his opponent's front line. A couple of Karaxes do get hit there. They're streaming on in. Side victory in 3 minutes. Fire ship's now connecting on in. He's trying to go for a flank, but there's keeps over here. Multiple ships have gone down there. He's pulling back these arch ships. His force was half composed of fire ships, and of course they're all dead. They're either dead or dead. It's not really a live state for them. Carax to go down. Another fire ship has been deployed on outfield. A couple of fire ships now connecting over here. He does have all the fire ship upgrades, so he can two-shot the Carax. More fire ships on field, but of course they can't be streamed in one time. They get focused down. This keep does have a cannon placement, so is able to fence up against ships quite easily. Caraxes do siege damage. They do full damage to the structures. This Brit's gunpowder is also firing away. Cannon placements now firing as for bombards trying to push the way forward. He does have some spring guards on the field as well. Trying to find opportunity. Does he have the 12 range for them? Yes, he does. Fire ships do get cleaned up there, but does get one Karak. Fire ships are relatively cheap, so that was definitely worth. More fire ships push way forward. We do have an arrow ship intercepting some of these fire ships, very good. And now got the villagers being pushed forward, trying to decapture this second site there, but there's enough keeps in this region to annihilate them. That's not going to get decaptured. This only stalls out a couple seconds. Fire ships, arrow ships are making their way forward. More of the Karaks going on down. These ships making their way. Couple fire ships pushing way forward. If I were to connect some Karaks. And maybe actually better go for those Galluses, seeing how those fire ships do bonus hit versus broadside, and those are not broadside. Cannons are now connecting here. Carracks are starting to go down. Do you have this Carrack? This final volley in the Lord Archerships. But more Archerships pushing forward. That's set up blaze to these units. We have some trading, not trading, but docks right there as well. Trying to get some core production. Some proxy doxes if that's ever occurring. You have another transport ship here. Gets annihilated. That's probably filled with villagers. Now the demolition ship does go down there. This is Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.